Let's move on and get our guests also into the discussion. Siddharth Yadav, the spokesperson of the BJP, Ms. Sujata Paul, the spokesperson from the Congress Party, Sanjeev Srivastav, who's a senior journalist, and Daniel Francis, who's a political analyst, is joining us on the broadcast. Good evening to all of you. Thank you so much for joining us here on Plain Speak tonight. Siddharth, first to you. The anti-incumbency in Madhya Pradesh is very strong. And indeed, it's one state that the BJP would want to ensure that it captures yet again. But many experts argue that the present chief minister is not on a good footing.
No, Anushka, I feel the people of Madhya Pradesh have realized that the rule, the governance that currently is in Madhya Pradesh has been the best ever governance that has been done to the state. Congress party has ruled the state for the longest time after the independence of our country. For the longest time. And what was the state of affairs? The people of Madhya Pradesh are very well aware of that. In the past 18 years, under the rule of Shivraj and all our chief ministers, under the rule of Bharatiya Janata Party, Madhya Pradesh has seen new heights. It has come out of the tag of being a Bimaru Rajya to the one where international investors are willing to come and invest. Law and order has improved. The infrastructure has improved like anything. And the people can feel the resonance of that. Not even that, the young voters of the state who have more opportunities now are also very horrified even if they hear about what was the rule under the Congress. So I think it is very clear for the voters to choose, and Madhya Pradesh has set an example of how good governance can happen, how budgets can be utilized for the welfare of the people in a matter of optimum utilization, in a matter which can maximize the benefit that the people gain. And in that case, we are very confident that we are going to repeat. And when it comes down to the other two states also, in Rajasthan and specifically in Chhattisgarh, if we draw a stark comparison between Madhya Pradesh, between Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh, we have seen what in the last 5 years, forget the past, but in 5 years, what has the development gone down to the roots, to the ground level, to the villages, to Gram Panchayats. What has happened in Rajasthan and what has happened in Madhya Pradesh? In Rajasthan, in Chhattisgarh, not only corruption, but the entire governance, the entire machinery of the state has failed the people. We have seen the Lal Diary, we have seen the paper leak, we have seen the
I'll
mining
come to those
ghotala.
two states, and my question to you would be then about the leadership in the state, because the Congress party is banking heavily on the regional satraps or the regional leaders that they have there. But before the opening questions for all the panelists, Sujata ji, the Congress party has much at stake. Even if I were to agree with what various experts are citing, that the Congress party is on a strong footing in Madhya Pradesh, or Bhupesh Baghel has the support of the people, even if I were to take these arguments on the face value, the sheer fact that if you don't perform well, or the scenario that you don't perform well in these elections, could be a death knell for the Congress party, the sort of position it wants to enjoy within the India alliance, that could be jeopardized. In that sense, in that perspective, is that a do or die battle for the grand old party? Sujata ji.
This is a country which is a social welfare state, and that's why when we are talking today about the elections in these 5 states, this is clearly going to give an indication as to what is going to happen in 2024 Lok Sabha. The BJP is going to be routed out. And why do I say it? We just spoke about Madhya Pradesh, and I was really amused because parliamentarians are being fielded over there. Kailash Vijayvargiya says, I don't want to contest elections. And the BJP spokesperson is talking about the governance model. The governance model is truly there. The Mahakal corridor corruption is out there for everyone to see. The Mahakal corridor, which was begun during the time of Kamal Nath. The government was brought down. The BJP was not in governance over there. They brought down the Congress party government. The paper leak issues have plagued the government over there, the people over there, and the youth especially. If you look at the Vyapam Ghotala, which has been going on and on and on, and that is the hallmark of the BJP rule for all these years that they have been in Madhya Pradesh. Of course, people have been cheated big time. But when you talk about the Congress party, we've been working on the ground, and even the ASHA workers, the Anganwadi workers, and I have been in touch with them on the ground, and I've seen the kind of demands they have made, which are not really too much, but the government
But
has not even
Sujataji, you didn't
spoken
answer
to
my
them.
point as in how critical this battle is for the Congress party. I take all the points that
I
you've
told you.
mentioned. I take your opening
Yes.
comments. But in terms of your own political survival and validity within the Indian alliance.
It's not about survival. It is, like I said, the BJP government is going to be routed out, and we have set the ball in motion with Karnataka and Himachal Pradesh results. We are a social welfare state. We are going in for social justice, the empowerment of people, progressive development is what we are talking about. We are talking about bringing back the old pension scheme. We are talking about giving good governance, and the people of Rajasthan have recognized it. We are talking about the caste survey today because
Okay.
the Madhya Pradesh government specifically has oppressed the Dalits, the tribals, and every person who
I'll,
is
I'll come to
doesn't
those
come
very
under the
specific
OBC.
issues that you're raising. Let me